Good evening.
How you doing? All right.
Yeah, good, thank you.
A win and a clean sheet in Europe is exactly what you want. Should it be a bit more comfortable? Is that maybe the only frustration tonight?
I thought we dominated the ball really well. We set out to make sure we dominate the ball. One, because we know in European competition it's a critical factor, and two, because we haven't in the first half of the previous two games. So we wanted to start well and aggressive, and I thought we did that. I try not to get. We would have loved to have won the game more. 2-0 and a clean sheet. I'm happy with. It's European football. We try not to get too greedy and just get. We're really pleased with the performance, and it gives us a good foundation to take over there.
Could you see the confidence sort of seeping back in because there was a lot of control exerted, certainly in the second half?
Yeah, I think you've seen a team there that was hungry to win, a team that was hungry to get back to the place where they've lived in the last 2 years, and we have to keep that up now. And even though the games are coming thick and fast, we need to make sure that the players are fresh, but with the same desire and hunger to make sure that they dominate the game and gives us every chance to win. And
a professional job in Sweden, the job's done, isn't it?
Yeah, but I feel like we can score. I feel like the game has shown that if we dominate the ball well and we're aggressive on the front foot, we'll create chances. So we'll go there to win the game, because I feel if we score over there, it'll put the game away.
Jill, just quickly, it's all saying to you back to winning ways, but it is back to winning ways when you won so many games back to back. But what does that do for the confidence?
Yeah, I think after the cup final, obviously we were disappointed not to win. But I think we've bounced back quickly, and you can only look ahead, really, can't you? And we're seeing this fixture, obviously massive fixture for us, and we want to get into the semi-final of the Champions League, so it's going to be difficult going there. But I think if you'd said before the game 2-0, then would have been happy. So yeah, very happy with the performance, and glad to be heading to Sweden with a 2-0 advantage.
And there's someone in the middle of the park. Nice to see Tessa come back after 10 months out.
Yeah, I'm so happy for her. She's worked so hard. She's never complained. She's been in that gym probably every single day, I would say. And yeah, to see her come back, and she's looked so good in training technically, and it's like having a new signing for us. So hopefully she can boost us, which she will, personality wise, and also on the pitch. So yeah, really pleased for her.
Nick, we saw Georgia Stanway score an absolute screamer against Chelsea. She looked like she was trying to replicate that a lot tonight. Is that something you've asked her to work on in training?
Something she brought here when we brought her as a 16-year-old player. It's I don't have to work on long-range shooting with Georgia. It's a natural talent of hers, and yeah, we practice it, but it's not something that we need to improve her on. Georgia is a threat on the goal. I think one thing she will bring wherever she plays. She's a threat to the goal, and she showed that again tonight. But I thought her all-round general play and build-up play was really good tonight, and that's an area we spoke about with her, that as she gets older and matures and becomes a better player, I think that will be a position. I think she'll be a central offensive midfielder, and I think she'll have to have not only a threat on the goal, but she'll have to be able to build the play and to become a player in that part of the game when we're not actually just trying to score, when we're just trying to dominate the ball. And I thought tonight it was a really mature performance from Georgia.
Jane Ross probably hasn't had as many starts this season as she'd have liked compared to previous seasons. A goal for her tonight. What did you think of her performance?
I thought her performance was excellent. I think, of course, you're frustrated when you don't play, and I think we've seen a little bit of that when she came on against Arsenal. And I think, she earned her opportunity, and tonight I thought she took her opportunity. I thought she was aggressive. I thought she made the two central defenders work, and I think that's all we ask for here is make it difficult for the opposition, and when you get your chances, put them away. And tonight, she got a goal, and it was a good performance, so really pleased for Jane.
Jill, it's been a couple of, 3 difficult games really coming into this. What's the mood like being in the changing room, and what's that win done for the mood?
I think we've just really tried to solve the problems. Obviously it's been a very busy time for us internationally and club-wise, and it's kind of just been trying to get back to basics. We got back from England, and then you have to quickly get the mentality on that you're back at club, and it's such a quick turnaround. And fair play to the players that they haven't moaned. We've just got on with it and tried to better our performances. Really, we said in the past few games that we were disappointed that we didn't really get going in the first half of games, and then sometimes you leave yourself too big a job to do, as we're seeing in the cup final. So I think that's one thing that when we reflect tomorrow, we'll be very pleased with how we started this game, and hopefully we can take that into the next games now that are coming up.
people talk about a 2-0 lead being a dangerous lead almost, the job's not quite done yet. Heading into the match next week, how do you approach it? Do you sit back and sit on the 2-0 lead, or do you try to score more?
I'll have to ask him.
No, I don't think this team knows how to sit back. I've said it before. People have asked me in Champions League semi-finals and in Champions League quarter-finals last year when we had a lead. This team doesn't know how to sit back. It doesn't want to. I think you've seen tonight we're at our best when we're aggressive and we're on the front foot and we take the game to teams.
Nick, you said yesterday about Bayern Munich it was the best 8 teams left in Europe at the minute. Did you expect a bit more from them tonight? I mean, obviously the red card changed things a bit, but...
No, because I've seen all their press before it, and I've seen them speaking about a small defeat would be a win for them, so I knew they were going to come and hold it. Listen, I thought we dominated the ball really well. I thought we dealt with their aerial threat because I thought the ball was in the air more than it was on the grass for them. I thought we dealt with their aerial threat really well, and we dominated the ball and created a lot. So I expected them to be robust. I expected them to work very hard, and they restricted us to a lot. Not real clear-cut opportunities. But you know what? If we replicate the same performance, it will give us an opportunity to go through.
Was the heart in the mouth a little bit when Steph went lunging in down just before the opener?
No, because the referee didn't call it a penalty, so it's not a penalty, is it? You know, obviously when you go to ground it in the box, it's dangerous, but I think Steph's proven she's an excellent defender, so no, I fully trust Steph, and we just let her get on with it.
And just on next week, you've obviously got 2 key attackers now on yellow cards. Would that be on your mind next week? Because obviously a booking for either of them would put them out of the first leg of the semi-final.
Listen, it's always on your mind. It was on our mind last year when we had Lucy Bronze on a yellow card, and we just trust the players. We went to Bromby and Lucy was on a yellow card, and you know, if we went through, she would miss the next. You just trust them. You trust them to put in a professional performance. And one thing we saw from Lucy in that game was an unbelievable profession. She was unbelievably competitive, but very, very professional. That's all we expect from players. You know, yellow cards are part of the game, and once you get one, you have to go into the next game understanding that you are in the situation you're in. So we'll trust the players to go and be competitive, but be smart.